badly injured but breathing. It appears his countrymen turned on him as their situation grew desperate. He nearly destroyed the bastion, and yet...
Kid saves off once, but I don't think he'd make the same mistake. I wouldn't. Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be all right. You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you? Kid's probably dealt with Zulk by now. He reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days?
You know, sometimes
Hey, kid. Get up, kid. Come on, that ain't funny. I said get up. That's more like it. Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see.
I will get to my feelings
to the heart of the Bastion.
in a moment.
I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions.
You made it. So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes.
Really?
If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world.
Wow.
Zulf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed.
Yeah, I guess we all failed.
When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up. Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before.
Hey, kid. You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you.
God damn it.
Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore. Zulf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it. Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
You know, Zulf had the best intentions. As do we all. As do we all. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, sometimes doing what you think is right means accepting the consequences, and you can't count on anyone to pick you up. You can't just undo the past.
Oh, mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now. You could have undone the calamity itself. But instead, you want to stay in a world like this. I gotta admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea of carrying on with you here. We can't go back no more, but I suppose we could go wherever we please.
Go forward.
And if anyone's left out there, I sure would like to see the look on their faces when we dock this thing right on their doorstep.
We'll get to.
Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say?
I set myself fly, the wind it will take me back to my home, sweet home. Lie on my back, climb to make it wait for me. I'm coming home, sweet
we had gone back, it just would have repeated everything. I guess the moral of my story is you gotta live with your decisions. Can't take anything back. Things have consequences. Well, I'll probably lose some sleep over that one. Man. You know, games in general, they impose an interesting paradigm upon us. They impose upon us a worldview where you can do whatever you want. You can act whatever way your heart decides to act. And if you don't like the consequences of the actions that you take, that's fine. You reload, you die, you try again, you get back up, and you just redo shit. And that's fine. And it's something that you take for granted when you play games, of course. I mean, it's a necessity of game design. If things were final in a game, if you only had one chance to play, then, well, that's not so good, is it? It's not a good game experience, but you turn that console off, you power your PC down, and another thing you take for granted is every single action you take outside, it has consequences. You can't just expect. And second chances are a real thing, but you can't just set everything back to zero. You gotta live with your scars. Your mistakes, they will haunt you. But that's not such a bad thing. Because if you live with your mistakes, and you learn what you did wrong, and maybe next time you figure it out. See, I choose to believe that maybe the kid and his companions sailed to some other culture, maybe some culture that reflected greatly the conflicts that their own went through. And maybe they could relate their experiences and maybe save someone else. Because without that, if they had just gone back, there's no reason